master.
You're kind of known as a ladies' man in the group. Okay? What kind of advice do you give people like when you're telling them about talking to girls, for example?
I would say that you should do whatever you can to help the woman so she can do whatever she can to help you.
Don't make it in the group.
He still wears his purity ring.
This hit that ice cold Michelle Pfeiffer with that white gold. This one with them hood girls, them good girls, straight masterpiece.
Yes, I have a real problem with people breaking up with Facebook and bidding their farewells. If you want to leave, yo, bounce. Why do you need an outro? Can somebody tell me why they need an outro?
Because they want attention.
Attention, you want me to say, please don't go?
No.
Please don't go.
No.
Please don't go.
No.
And they get
Please
about
don't
50,
go.
60 comments saying that too. And you look, don't go. What are you leaving
No,
for?
why are you leaving? That's why they
You
do
know what I'm
it.
saying? I got another gripe with Facebook as well. Someone, which I've noticed that seems to be a trend, but someone will put up, I'm so upset, or my heart is broken. So now we're all chiming in like, what's wrong? Are you okay? People are like, well, inbox me if you need me or call me. I just called your phone. It's not ringing. They will respond for like 18 hours. And then when they respond, they say, I just need some sleep.
Or
Sleep and shit like
keep
that.
me in prayer.
Okay, yeah. Like, dude, if we know that this is a cry for help, and if people are trying to help you, then you need to respond. Don't be responding 18 hours later.
What do you think about a formerly solid group of women who have known each other for many years, cared for each other's children, and borne witness to each other's life's ups and downs, which has now become exclusionary? Understandably, some people within the group have developed closer relationships with the people of their choice, but the idea was for us to all be there for each other and include each other in milestone events. Recently, 2 women have systematically been excluded from some Lifetime events twice by the same person. They're very hurt, and some of us have discussed this with the excluder, but she doesn't seem to care. This has caused discord and discomfort among what were previously easygoing and enjoyable gatherings for us all. What suggestions would you offer for dealing with this situation?
I want to thank you for writing in. I would just accept the fact that all people do not get along. All people do not get along. I have been friends with large groups of women and have noticed that not everyone pretty much cared for each other. Everyone should get over it and just be cool with those who are cool with them. I don't see a problem with that. I don't understand why some people take it so personally when people don't want to associate with them. Get in where you fit in.
Black people.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Stop.
Here we go.
Hold up.
Lean back
Let me-
for this.
Stop wasting your time on some stupid Confederate flag argument. Y'all got all this fight in you over some stupid fight, but y'all don't got no fight in you when they be blowing black people's heads off. Y'all don't got all that. I don't see all this angst, all of this anger.
I do.
No, I see a whole bunch of hot noise. Bah, 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 bah.
I see people in the streets.
Listen,
I know a lot of activists,
A lot of
real
people in the
life,
streets.
I mean,
real life in these streets.
Fighting,
Men
getting
and women.
angry and all of that stuff. This is a stupid thing to fight over. First of all, people don't even understand the history of the dang on flag. And I'm going to just be real brief about this. The Confederate flag does not stand for slavery. That flag was one flag used by the Confederate Army on one battle that became,
Go ahead, brother, preach.
famous later. But the Civil War, the Confederacy, was not about slavery at all. It was about money. It was about banking. And it's a whole thing that I can't explain to you right now. The North, hold on, can I just say something? The North was not fighting the South over slavery. How do you know this? Because during and after the Civil War, the North still had slaves. Confederate General Lee was an abolitionist who he and his wife opened up a school to teach black people how to read. He was anti-slavery, but he was the general of the Confederate Army. The general of the Union Army, Ulysses Grant, refused to give up his slaves even after slavery was made illegal in the entire country and felt as a war hero, he should be entitled to keep his slaves. The war was not about you, black people. You were just an economic tool on the table, a means to an end. It was about money.
American Idol thing, like seriously, what was that like? You went through the audition phase. You got the yellow ticket.
Yeah.
You got the yellow ticket. You made it to the golden ticket. You made it to Hollywood. Simon obviously wasn't there at this point because he wasn't, right?
No. It's Harry Connick Jr., Keith Urban, and Jennifer Lopez.
How did they treat you?
They was cool. The thing is, the judges, they don't really get a chance. You don't really get a chance to interact with them when it's time for like the show.
Gotcha.
You know, but after the show, they was mad cool. I made a joke with J-Lo. I was like, hey, I want to do a track with you, but I was so serious, and she was like, I'm down. And so I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm looking forward to doing something very, very soon. And Harry, after I got eliminated, he came and talked to me. He was just like, yo, man, you did a great job. I really appreciate your voice.
Nice.
And from what I was told, he does that for all the contestants to kind of keep them motivated to keep going and pushing forward, because it kind of gets overwhelming at times, like if not kind of very much. I'm lying, it's very much, and it's like and so it was cool because as much as we kind of get a hard time from him, and he's kind of like the bad cop out of all the cops that are on the as judges on the show.
Yeah, he was a jerk.
Yeah, but that's his job. That's his job. And so I'm not really.
I was mad.
I have no bad blood against what he was saying, because all he was doing, in my opinion, was making me a better artist and a better musician. So and it made me quick on my feet when it comes down to responses and how to talk to certain people. So it's just like, it's cool. Everything is a learning experience. So I'm not absolutely. I ain't tripping about that.
Did you get along with? Go ahead.
Oh no, I just wanted to ask. So when you were going through like the whole audition process, right? Did you see all those psycho crazy people?
You know what? Not in person. Kind of in person, but not really in person. More or less just online. And it's crazy how hard people go for like seeing your demise. Like it's really like I've never gone out of my way to. Growing up, I've just never gone out of my way to say something bad about somebody.
Right.
So when people say, "Oh, he needs to die," or like it just like as extreme as that, or like, "Oh, he needs to stop. He needs to start." Just like they'll say, "I need to do a whole nother career than what I'm focusing myself on doing." It's just really crazy. Like, I feel like being a hater is just mad extra. Like you can like not like somebody, but you're spending more energy talking bad about that person than just working on yourself. But you know what? That's just another part of life, and people feel inclined to do that, such as diminish or work on dehumanizing someone else just because they don't like them or don't like something that they stand for. There are moral inconsistencies that happen within this country or within the world. But when it comes down to just going about your business and trying to spread happiness and have a good vocation for spreading positivity amongst the world, it's just extra when you see that. When you see I'm not actually a mean person. Like I'm very intense. Yes, I'm very intense. And people saw that, but they also thought I was cocky because I was intense. And I was like, but I'm from Brooklyn. What do you expect? I don't understand.
We got a chip on our shoulder, us Brooklyn,
it's not
us Brooklyn boys and girls.
It's like what I fully
on it all day.
Fully, like fully. So I would get tight when I did my shoulder, and I would like cock and I'd, like crack my neck a little bit before and after I sang.
They took that as a sign of something else. Give me a break.
Yo, like, I didn't know if I was watching American Idol or BET Awards. I read that comment. I was weak. I was weak when I saw that.
That is racist.
I was weak.
I concur.
Shoot, but it is what it is. It is black entertainment television, so you know it's shoot.
At the end of the day, of the day, did you get along with all of the finalists?
Yeah, pretty much. They said
there was no backstage beef.
Yo, I mean, to be honest, all right. To be honest, like there have been times where somebody may have had some words against somebody else, but like it's
like
a
on their performance per se.
Yo, no, just about personality wise and how you get along with somebody. Like you gotta have a certain code of ethics. But
right.
It was like. It wasn't. They told us that we were the most friendly season they've ever had. So I was, and I know I had a huge deal to deal with that because I like people. So I just, so if there was supposed to be a beef, I would have like diminished that just because I like messing with everybody. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So if anything, that was a blessing in itself. But at the same time, like there really was no problems. Like, and if there were problems, we talked about it behind the camera
and resolved it immediately.
Because there's no point in adding that extra drama for other people to feed on when we're already getting that negativity from people.
From the whole world.
From a professional standpoint, it just doesn't make sense. People like to do that, and I'm like, that's just not me. That's not us.
Gotcha. You gotta let us know exactly what you're working on again. I need to know about music, about anything that you're doing regarding acting. You have to make sure you share your social media information so that all of our listeners and viewers can be able to hit you up, and I will be posting all of this information on our website as well. So what are you working on right now? You mentioned a movie a few minutes ago.
So the movie called Steps. Mom, what is the name of the director and Ed Harris? Okay. And it's executively produced by Shaquille O'Neal, right?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Shaq is a man who wears many
different hats. So Steps is coming out real soon. And I'm working on an EP. Don't really have a title yet, so I'm not gonna say anything too much about that.
But you're not gonna ask you one question about it though.
Oh, what
is everything written by yourself?
Oh yes, definitely.
And what about the musically arranged as well?
Yeah. Oh, actually, what happens is,
are you involved in that?
Yeah, I'm gonna check this out. We doing some of my arrangements right now. I'm gonna give a great shout out to my boy Andres Valbuena, because he's my drummer for my band Juggernaut. Juggernaut War Party is the band. It's actually not a band. It's the crew. And we do an Afro-Punk Battle of the Bands this year. We just made it past the first rounds. Wow. So yeah, this past Monday. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. So up next is our July 10th performance. July 10th is like $7.24 online or something like that.
Where?
At the Beast of Bourbon.
Where's that at?
It's like on Myrtle, it's
in Brooklyn,
Myrtle Avenue. It's on Brooklyn. It's in Brooklyn.
Yeah, we'll be there with bells on.
Thank you. It's
lit. July 10th, you said?
Yes, July 10th.
That's perfect. Okay.
Yeah. And it's on my Instagram.
It's
on my Instagram.
We gotta become friends.
Fully. I'm gonna follow you. I'm gonna follow all y'all. My Instagram and Twitter is the same. It's at QAASIM official. And don't put a U there. There's no U in my name. QAASIM official. And then I also have a Facebook fan page. It's Qaasim Middleton. If you see the post, it's the picture of like my last performance for my Hey Ya when I'm wearing an all blue suit with the zip on the side.
And that was my song too. I was just like, yo, he's doing Hey Ya. He gotta win.
Thank you, man.
And I was just like, yo, these haters, they hating on.
Yeah, it's okay, man. It's okay.
Listen, mommy, I want to know, like, when you saw all that going down, and you saw your son like in the bottom, whatever. How did you feel? Come over here. You gotta come on.
Because let me tell you something about this mommy right here.
Beautiful mom.
Roxanne's the kind of mother who runs on stage like,
Yes.
I was like Cookie. I'm Cookie in the first degree.
And by the way, I just want to say that we've been making a joke about how she needs to come on Empire as Cupcake, Cookie's older sister. And I'll drop the mic on that. I'll drop the mic on that again. I'll do that again.
Yes. How did it make you feel when you saw your son was like in the bottom two or whatever the case may be? Like, what was your input? Like, you were watching from the sidelines? Were you in LA?
What K-Benz with me? Stop, please. You need to answer that. I was having a heart attack. I
rebuked every single one of those in the name of Yahushua HaMashiach.
Relief when you got off. I'm like, oh, good. But because he kept saying, I don't want to get in top 5. I said, boy, don't say that. The universe don't know you're playing.
I was serious. I didn't want to win.
The universe don't know your plan.
Every week was stressful. Every week was very, very stressful.
I can imagine.
But I wanted him to do his thing, show out, do his thing, you know, and they weren't ready for him because he comes with all these aspects of entertainment, dancing, you know. But they weren't ready for him. But, you know, he did his thing, and we're proud of him. And
he's so humble.
Yeah,
he did a super job with your boy.
Yeah,
sure.
Nah, I mean, the only thing is with the experience was just the fact that they they wanted us to be certain kinds of characters and wanted us to say certain things and be so that we can fill this certain kind of slot for the show. And they didn't allow for us to, you know, show all of our colors because of that. So it's just like, you know, because they had one kind of person already on the show, they tried to keep me away from a certain style of music that I could have done. And it was like they didn't want me. I was trying to do ballads.
Okay, they don't want
the
two balladeers.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay,
and so
I got you.
And he's been humble because another thing that he did not mention was Qaasim went to the cattle call. He went to the Nassau, started at the very bottom, standing outside at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
He didn't go through no special. He didn't say anything until
He didn't use no
I'm Naked Brothers,
Yeah.
nothing that. He just went in, auditioned, they passed him to the next person, and it wasn't until he got to the final calls that he wrote down everything that he had been involved in. They were like, oh, you know, but they still didn't use his resume. They didn't tell the world who he was. People started slowly finding out. Even now, some of these people are going,
still finding out. Yeah.
I didn't know he's from the Naked Brothers band because I think had that crew known, that they would have, you know, really been on him for voting.
Was that intentional? Did you guys not use that as a...
I mean, they've asked us and I told them, but they didn't use that information afterwards.
I think in all fairness, they probably wanted it to be a fair ride for everybody. But sometimes, you know, when you've paid your dues, it's automatically fit and fair to let them know that who he was because he's been in the woodshed for all those years.
You know what I think?
They should have been, you know, letting the people know about that.
I'm cynical, and I think that they would rather just have people believe that they found him up off the streets and made him into who he is.
The guitar right there. Can we pass it to you real quick?
Yeah. Don't even play with us because you know.
Uh-oh.
And you got yours. Do you know who you were sitting next to?
All right, can we get a...
what you want to hear?
Give us a quick freestyle.
Oh, a freestyle?
Yeah. Just
whatever you got.
Sing No Woman, No Cry.
Oh, matter of fact, wait.
That would be a good one, Mila.
Wait. You want to do it? Wait, should I? Because I want to do it on the thing with my brother. Because Khalil, come in.
Come on in, Khalil.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. Oh, I love it. Come in.
Why should I wait for a change? Why should I wait for a change?
Mila.
To come, my darling. Yeah.
I'm about to cry.
When I know I can always just make one. I figured it out. No wait, I'm lying. I've tried to believe in all that's said. I am lost in your words. And your words are in between all the things that mattered most to me. That's why I felt like I figured it out, but no, I am still lying. I'm lost. Someone come find me. No, I figured out myself. Cause why should I wait for a change to come when God has made my own? Why should I wait for A change to come when God has made me wise to wait for a change to come when God has made.
Y'all better work.
My own.
Ah! Mila! Will you let them hear your voice now? She's so shy. I was about to use both mics. I didn't know what to do just now. I was ever so... Yes, can we get our applause?
I wrote that song. The song is called Change, and that segued that song into another song I wrote called Center Man, which is even a bit more emotional than that one.
What inspired that particular song? It sounds self-evident almost, but can you tell us?
No, it was more or less just an amalgamation. After I graduated high school, while I was going through the graduation of high school, it wasn't like one specific event, just an amalgamation of events that just occurred.
Okay,
so
like a multitude of things.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So I just allowed for that to pour in, and the words didn't come in until later, but I had a melody, and then the words came from when we would just play. I would just be playing around with my brother or whatever. I'm like, yo, I'm not waiting, and that would just kind of work in. So like as that happened, just naturally, I wrote the lyrics of just why should I wait for change when God has made my own.
I like that.
That is so
I
dope.
need to live by that myself. Shoot.
How did you get to be a part of the Naked Band Brothers?
Yeah, the Naked Band.
Did I say it right?
Naked Brothers.
No, that's all. That's all. Alternative Brothers.
Did I switch it out?
Something else, Rob.
Repeat it.
That's that movie you were watching last night.
Oh no,
The Naked Brothers Band.
Yeah, no.
Perhaps it was a movie I watched last night. I kid.
Nah. So okay, what happens is I was actually I auditioned for the show as an actor.
Was it in LA? Did you have to travel?
No, it was in the city. Yeah, nice, at the Nickelodeon headquarters in the city, like near Times Square. I auditioned. I got called in because I did this thing. So y'all know Leon Thomas. Leon Thomas, he was on Victorious. Is a good friend of mine. He was also up for the role as well. They saw me in his video, and they called me in to do the audition as well as him.
Okay.
And so with that being said, I did the audition. I didn't make it to the first one, but I came through for the second calls or whatever. And they really liked what I had to offer. Good. So it was down to 3 of us, and I got the role. And it was a blessing because after I got that role, Leon got Victorious. And so it was just like a back and forth.
Gotcha.
And so it was cool. So I was an actor, and they taught me how to play guitar. Because at first I didn't know how to. I was just a drummer, and there was already a drummer.
Ah,
that's
nice.
My first instrument.
And you caught on quickly.
Yeah, I tried.
My kids used to watch that show.
Wow.
I guess I'm showing my age.
Thank you. No, not at all, actually. No, but I do appreciate that. It was just a cool experience. After they realized that we actually started learning the instruments, they just started teaching us and giving us more lessons. And then after a while, after the show was done, I couldn't really afford to get my own lessons, so I taught myself.
Listen, you've got to give your information again because we've got to wrap it up.
Okay,
Where
perfect.
Your social media information.
All right, so my social media information is QAASIM Official. That's Qaasim Official on Twitter and Instagram. You can hit me up on my Facebook as well, Qaasim Middleton, QAASIM Middleton. I got a little check mark by my name. I've got verified
official
finally.
Page, y'all.
Official
Act
page,
like y'all got some sense.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to represent. You feel me?
I'm verified.
And I just want to give my shout outs on my Pay My Dues to Plague, MCMI, MBE, and